Okay, I am here. I am getting ready to run the TMB. And one of the challenges we have is we have arranged for a porter service to take our bag from hut to hut or refuge to refuge, but you have a certain bag size limit and a weight limit. And that weight limit is 33 pounds. And so I just weighed it. I just went through it and I'm 1 pound over. So I think I'm going to be okay. There's some things I can move around, but why don't we go through and I'll show you what I have. And so I'm packing in this Patagonia bag here, and in no particular order, I'm just going to go through what I was packing. So I've got a lot of food, a lot of weight there. So I've got SAS gels and some bake cakes and things like that. Kind of hard to know how much food to take because we've been told that there's a lot of great treats on the trail and not to over food, but you also doing on average 15 miles a day. You don't want to be under fueled. So here's my hydration. So I've just got a bunch of Scratch and Element here. Some wipes. So this will help with my weight as it'll go down, to take the grime off the trail or should I have a trail emergency. Everyone is required to bring a liner for the refuge. I guess, that's kind of the European, no sheets, watch out for bed bugs kind of thing. So I've got that. This is a silk blend from Sea to Summit, which is supposed to keep you cool and be really nice. One thing that I've come to travel with and sort of a little travel hack, I'd say, is I get these power banks from Anker or power strips. So I've got 4 regular outlets, but then 2 USB-C and 2 regular USB. And so when I plug in, and of course I've got my adapter. So when I plug into this, if plugs are limited, I can really get all my devices charging. So again, a little heavy, that's a little weight penalty there, but I'm taking it. My hip hook massage tool for my TFL and my hip. Here's something I really like. It's this Matador soap case, and what can you get excited about a soap case? But I get the Dr. Bronner's bar soap. I think this one's almond, all in one. So literally, this is all I need on a trip like this. I'm just going to shampoo with it, use my soap. But when you put it in this, it's not going to ever open like a hard container, and it's got special material that helps to get the moisture out. So pretty cool. Another luxury item, weight penalty, 10-foot 360 selfie stick. This is to help replicate a drone shot on the trail. We'll see if that works and if we're going to carry it. So Norrøna Puffy to be, this is kind of my heavy insulating layer up at the refuge. Also have a couple pairs of sunglasses. One thing I learned from doing the Unbound gravel race early in the year when we had an aid station was to put things in your drop bag that you'd be pretty hard pressed to not have for the remainder of the race. And so I was thinking about that for the TMB. And man, if I had like a sunglass issue, if I broke them or whatever, I'd be bummed. So putting an extra pair of running glasses in the bag for sure. Sunscreen. I like this stuff. It spreads easy, works well for me. Here's my additional first aid kit. I got blister care, some extra sunscreen, some extra squirrel's nut butter, some foot glide. They say to bring a headlamp. I'm not sure I'll need that, so I have that. Electronics here. So these are my chargers, hard drives for transferring files at the end of the day. Extra long. USB-C as well if I'm far away from an outlet. Video kit. So this has got my, depending on what I'm carrying, I got 3 cameras. I got the Osmo that we're using right now to record. I've got a GoPro, which is in here, and a 360. So just depending on what I'm feeling, but we have that. So there's a little bit of weight there. Extra running hat, towel, Matador eye mask, which I like quite a bit. So they recommend that for the refuge. And spare water bottle for when I get there and I want to have water at night and things like that. Luxury item would be the Hypervolt. This is definitely a big, heavy thing. I think I weighed it at 3.5 pounds, but I saw a video of someone doing that after long days on the trail, and that looks like it's going to be really good to have. A couple other things. I've got an extra pair of trail shoes, should something happen to the ones on my feet. A pair of flops for walking around the refuge at night. Really small, thin, light day pack. Not sure I'm going to need this, but we do have a rest day, so I figured that might be nice to have something like that. Do have sort of like what what I call my tummy kit. It's things, if my stomach gets upset, I've had that happen while traveling abroad before. And as long as I bring this, I don't usually knock on glass here. I don't usually have any issues. So I'll bring that, and it's when I forget it, it's when I have problems. My Peak Design toiletry kit. So this is all my nail clippers and files and triple antibiotic cream and aspirin and melatonin to sleep in the hut and stuff like that. So what else do I have here? I have a pair of rain pants. I hope I'll never need those. An Arc'teryx Norvan vest, which I love. One of my favorite pieces of kit, which might be getting some use because it's a nice in-between layer. I have like a sun shirt, long sleeve hood. It can also be like a hoodie at the hut. And then these 3 bags here are just clothes. So I've got 4 running outfits, a pair of shorts, a pair of like joggers for the refuge at night, a couple pairs of underwear, and some t-shirts. And that's it. So that's what you get, and kind of just the necessities for the most part, few luxury items, but that's everything you need for the refugio. All right, getting ready to go on the TMB, and we've just gone through and we did everything that's going in our refuge bag, but now I'm going to go through and kind of go through what I'm using on the trail. So each day we're self-supported. There'll be people there. There will be opportunities for fueling and rests at different little kind of refuges and cafes along the way. But for the most part, we have to have everything on us. So on a daily basis, I'll just be wearing my running gear. And then, which would be, just shorts and a shirt and socks and my trail shoes. And then I'll have my Salomon ADV vest with quiver and my Lecky poles, hydration up front. Here right now each day I've got a couple gels, couple hydration. And then in the back I've got a little necessary kit in the back here, should I need that. I'm going to have some sort of action camera. Right here is a 360, a hat, heart rate monitor, open ear headphones, some lip balm, nice running hat. And then I've got a dry bag, and inside my dry bag, just in case things get squirrely, I'm going to be carrying a passport, cash, a charger, and one little cheeky item that's pretty cool. It's a Mont Blanc pen that was given to me by my good friend Aaron when I officiated his wedding about 6-7 years ago. And he told me, he gave me this pen because it was a Mont Blanc that had been to Mont Blanc. So now I'm going to carry it and do the same. I'm going to take it with me. So that'll be in there. Charger, if I didn't say that, to charge my phone if I need it along the way for navigation. I have a dry bag here. And in here, extra pair of socks, a Salomon flask with a filter on it if we need more water. I'm not sure we're going to need that. Little mini first aid kit's got some sunscreen, some tape, a little extra squirrel's nut butter, maybe some Advil if I need it, a buff, really thin beanie, some Arc'teryx gloves that I like, and then I've got a really thin Arc'teryx merino base layer with a hood, and then an Arc'teryx Norvan super lightweight running jacket, waterproof jacket. So that should get me through anything. If it gets super cold, I've got the hat, the gloves, and the buff. The merino layer. Also, the merino layer will be nice if we come into the hut and they say our bags aren't there, but you're wet and stinky. The one thing I don't have in here that I might add is an extra shirt, because they recommend that as well. So that's what I'll be carrying on the trail for the TMB. I'll check back in. This is like what we think we need, what I think we need, and then I'll check back in later and give the rundown of what we really used. All right.